A week into the 2022 NBA postseason, lots of dazzling displays, plenty of clutch moments, and big-time players making big-time plays, but it hasn't been just the superstars taking over games. Many non-all-stars have already made their imprint felt a week into the postseason, helping their teams be put in a strong position for the second half of these first-round matchups. How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. Let's take a look at 8 non-NBA stars breaking out these 2022 playoffs. Starting with Jalen Brunson of the Dallas Mavericks, the biggest reason why his team's up 2-1 over Utah without the brilliant Doncic. Brunson playing at a superstar level, looking like the best player on the floor games 2 and 3. Not only has he rose his stock, but in the contract season will get the heavy bag. The poise and composure second to none, 72 points over 2 games and just 1 turnover. Mavs would have been down 0-3 without his impact. Seen as just a backup a season ago behind Doncic and Porzingis, it's safe to say Brunson's better than KP now and going forward. To average above 30 plus these 3 games, nobody would have thought. His previous 4 postseason games of 7 points, 2 points, 7 points, 2 points again, just 10 months ago against the Clippers, to outplaying All-Star Donovan Mitchell. Jalen, as tough as they come after the head collision in Game 3, refused to let that stop him. His season high in points was just 31, to elevating his play, having all the confidence in the world, showing his entire tool package, the back downs, size, strength, the 25-year-old wall of the best second rounders, flourishing, helping the Mavs win in Salt Lake City for the first time in 6 years since he was a freshman at Villanova, excelling in the biggest stage. How about that 41 big points in Game 2, just magnificent. And with Doncic back, Dallas in good position in beating Utah. Tyrese Maxey, the second-year sensation, one of the most improved candidates, the full-time starter, part of the reason for the Sixers' 3-0 start. The Game 1 epic domination looked like prime Allen Iverson out there. Masterful 38 points on 14 of 21 shooting. To see Maxey progress makes all the Sixers fans forget about the pathetic skill to shoot Simmons. Harden hasn't been putting up his numbers either, also struggling from the field. While Maxey's speed and quickness, the guard Philly's been dreaming of for years, can dribble, pass, and shoot, check all the boxes. The way Maxey's playing, how Sixers fans envision #1 pick Markelle Fultz. Maxey, the anti-Simmons, underdrafted and underrated, gives his team a boost of energy. Game 2, 23 points, 8 of 11 shooting, 9 boards, 8 dimes. Then the third game, 19 big points, just sensational. Given the attitude of no-show Simmons, many would take Maxey over Simmons the next 5 seasons, having fun out there, also lifting some pressure off Harden. Jordan Poole, who's been absolutely masterful, is an absolute travesty. He wasn't top 3 for most improved player. The absence of Klay Thompson for 2 seasons allowed the young Poole to develop into one of the most lethal role players. Fantastic shooter, just like the Splash Bros, a great finisher at the rim, becoming a fan favorite. 30 points followed by 29 and 27 big ones in Game 3. That's championship material for Golden State. Having another deadly scorer play this well sucks the entire energy out of the helpless Nuggets, dancing on role players. Nothing they can do to stop Poole being better in the series than Denver's second best player. The combination of the depth lineup, despite all the injuries, the Dubs look like championship material, allowing Curry to come off the bench and slowly recover. Put in all the work after a few seasons working with Steph and Klay, exemplifies Golden State's culture. The contested threes able to knock down. There's simply no defense. If the 3 shooters for Golden State gets this hot, looking scarier after the first 3 games. Spencer Dinwiddie, a huge pickup for the Mavs, looking like it's paying off after the Porzingis trade. 20 points a game the first 3, despite not shooting the ball well. A big time shot in Game 3. After the struggles with Washington, Dinwiddie has reinvented himself like his former self a few seasons back with the Nets. Although he missed lots of shots, Dallas wouldn't have won Games 2 and 3 without his production. Anthony Edwards, #1 pick sensation, looked like a young D Wade out there, fearless, looked like Minnesota's best player most nights. Incredible debut in Game 1 of 36 points versus Memphis, showing all the tools and confidence. Just 20 in Game 2 and 19 Game 3. Too bad teammate Karl Towns has been playing like an absolute travesty, while the second-year guard, helping a struggling franchise becoming more relevant by the day. The pull-up jumpers advance, one of the most intriguing personalities, and better than draftmate LaMelo Ball right now, already a better Timberwolf than Jimmy Butler, to being able to create his own shot and finish at the rim, having the 3-ball. Edwards truly believes he's one of the best players, supposed to be the third piece under the more experienced Towns and Russell from the 2015 draft, but already proving he's at their level and perhaps better than both come next season. The combination of confidence and swagger shown in Game 1 held Morant to 3 of 13 after the first quarter, showing the confidence of a young Derrick Rose. Maxi Kleber absolutely lights out, 8 of 11 in Game 2, 6 of 7 Game 3. For a guy who averaged just 7 points a game, under 40% shooting in the regular season, to having back-to-back games of his life, 25 big points in the second game, followed by 17 big ones Game 3, perhaps the most surprising outlier, emerging as an X-factor for the series. The confidence in draining the open shots couldn't be more timely. After shooting a horrendous 19% on 3 since the All-Star break through the remainder of the regular season, Kleber's gone 14 of 21 through 3 playoff games, providing long range for Rudy Gobert to worry about. Kleber also taking full advantage of his opportunities. Mavs role players learning more about themselves and figuring out how to get it done without their franchise player after the ankle injury for Kleber a week ago hasn't looked better since heading into Game 4. Other players includes former All-Stars Al Horford, who's looked like his 2017 self. The suffocating defense, rebounding and outside shooting, timely shots through 2 games, 18-point average, 10.5 boards, imposing his presence on Kevin Durant, winning basketball at his finest, look ageless out there, being in many clutch playoff moments. Horford always finds a knack to impact good teams. Marcus Smart, perhaps the best player with mediocre stats, the defensive player of the year, continues to make big plays, D up, the poise and patience while feeding the last possession to Tatum to win Game 1. Many young guys would have shot the ball out of panic, but Smart realized there was still time on the clock, made Brooklyn pay. Boston desperately looked for quality starting point guards for years, after the Isaiah Thomas era to Kyrie Irving, Terry Rozier, Kemba Walker, but Smart was the right fit to play the one all along. Combined with that tenacious defense, similar impact to Drew Holiday at the prime of his career, Smart might not be viewed as an all-star level player, but if he stays healthy with Boston, his whole career, given his effort every night, might have a chance to get his number jersey retired at TD Garden. The definition of what a classic Boston Celtics all about. Bogey Bogdanovic, it's not his fault his Jazz struggling. Came to the franchise providing what he does as a scorer, 3 games, 26, 25, and 24 points, super efficient, 11 of 20, 9 for 15, and 8 of 12 shooting. The Jazz seem to be 1 foot out the door, chemistry not working, only him and Mitchell providing any offense. The perimeter guys too slow, depends too much on Gobert to save them. Bogdanovic been destroying Reggie Bullock all series, doing his part, but his team's not. Alex Caruso, the lockdown defense, right place, right time, taking the charge on Giannis in Game 2. His impact way beyond the stat sheets, got to steal the first play of the game, set the tone for his team, fearless against the Greek Freak, never takes a possession off, physical, combined with having the best plus minus. In the second game, Caruso simply has championship DNA, part of the reason for the Bucks' 36 turnovers first 2 games, vocal and energetic, the effort contagious, seeing him excel and play late minutes in big playoff games, his former team punching the air every time AC makes a big play. Too bad they were too cheap to pay him for what he's worth. From undrafted to just a throw-in guy for the 2019 Lakers, Caruso continues to climb the ladder and never look back. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe for more content, more good stuff coming soon. I love all of you. See you next time.